What's up guys, it's OmniPie here. So a lot of you guys have been telling me that you follow the tips in my how to win videos, but you can't win because you keep losing build fights. Well, good news, I'm going to be showing you guys how to outbuild everyone in this video. I'm also giving away V-Bucks too. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications for a chance at 2,000 V-Bucks. Let's start with this clip here, where I'm minding my own business taking a hike in nature, and I see a stalker come up behind me. So I start a fight with a 1x1 to have cover. If the enemy knows where you are, make sure to cover yourself before starting the fight. Then of course, obviously, you gotta do 9 damage with the pump. That's just how it goes. This is the part of the fight that a lot of noobs will mess up on. There's basically 2 options here. A, treat this like a basic FPS game and jump around shooting the enemy, or B, stop being a noob and actually build walls which instantly blocks incoming shots and let you get better positioning. That's right, we go with the B around here. Also notice here how I make sure to be 2 stories above. This is almost always better than only 1 because the enemy can't just jump shotgun you or even build a ramp above you if you're 1 story up. He reacted really fast and built above and below ramp to go up. A very good strat to get back high ground. Normally I would just build a ramp right here where I'm standing to get up even higher. Not sure why I didn't, but it works out as I just get above him because he kinda blocks himself in. Since he's finally stopped, I built a floor and jump on top of it. This makes it a lot easier to move around and gives you cover below you. Now, I heard him shoot from the south side, but not sure where he is exactly. So I take a bit of time to look around, maybe get a free shot. Then I see him build a roof, so I know he's below it. So now obviously we just spray down the roof and hope for the best. If we were noobs, that's not gonna get us anywhere, cause he expects us to do that since he knows where we are. That's why we jump to the side here to shoot him. Now pay attention, this part takes a lot of practice. We break down his ramp and then build a wall instead of shooting him. Then we edit a lower right triangle on that wall, then shoot him. This catches him completely off guard because most people will try to turtle themselves in with a wall in this situation. So we build the wall first so that we can catch him before he can do that. Also, bottom right triangle lets us see more of him than he sees of us because everyone's crosshair is to the right and a bit above them. So the half of the wall to our top left blocks part of us from his side most of the time. Here's another similar build fight where I edit. We start off clearing this guy out with some shots, then he boxes himself in. I start shooting from a side I wasn't at before, but I noticed that he had another ramp that he was also behind and he might escape from above. So I build a ramp above him to stop that. Then I edit the ramp to the left. Again, I make sure to edit it to the left side because of the right side advantage of the crosshair. Now, it's pretty much the same deal except we remake the floor instead of the wall. Then we edit the right side closest to us and finish him off. Now, this trick may seem easy in these clips, but if you're too predictable with it, the enemy can just spam build before you can remake it. So try to be a bit unpredictable in the structures that you rebuild. You can also use this trick on enemies who are stuck to you. This Wick thinks he hit the jackpot by blindsiding me, but he's about to regret messing with me. A lot of newer players here would try to switch to their shotgun and fight back. But that's always the wrong play because of the delay that you have when you switch to a weapon. You want to switch to building instead because it's instant and then block the enemy off. This Wick builds pretty fast though, so I also had to build a roof which blocked 1 pump, but it let him go through my roof. So now I can only ramp him off, which luckily worked. Then we built a floor and edit half of it out. This opens him up and gives me a nice little cover so I can safely jump shotgun him and get the kill. Now I want to show you how to engage someone when they don't show themselves from below because I used to have this problem a lot but not anymore. So I'm just doing what a monkey does best, jumping down some wood. Then a dirty poacher comes around. So again, I don't switch to a gun to shoot back. I build walls immediately. And I make sure to build ramps in their direction after the wall. A lot of players will keep building 1x1s up, But the problem with that is the enemy can build ramps up faster than you can build like one by one. So by building a ramp in their direction, it blocks them while letting you build up faster. He gets stuck and goes around. I get a free shot off and he suddenly gets cold feet and hides. Don't let him get away with this. It's scary to give up high ground, but it's a lot better than losing sight of the enemy. Once I jump off, I get a free shot in the back, which I miss. But that's what I mean, the enemy is in full hide mode, so they don't really know where you are. If you drop down, they probably won't see you and you get a free shot off like this. Now even if you miss, you can just climb back up like this, then the cycle repeats itself, and this time I didn't miss. So in a build fight, the biggest thing is to be above the enemy, but it's also important to position for free shots whenever you can. Otherwise, it's just building for no reason, which I see people do a lot. They're all like, "Ha, look, I'm so high up and the enemy's way below me hiding somewhere." Now what do I do? Here's another good example of what I mean. I started this fight by getting high ground and hitting the enemy a couple of times. When they back off, I make sure to move forward and keep track of them, and always seeing if I can get a shot in. When they get too close and I can't see them, only then will I build up one more floor and then try to track them down by sound. I find them, and then when I notice they stop making sounds, I move towards where I last heard the sound and find them. Then I do the wall edit thing, but they just ran away. So when I notice, I try to keep up with them because I don't want to lose sight of them. And when they keep running away, I keep chasing and going lower if they go lower, and finally finish them off. The point of that clip is that you gotta aggressively chase down your enemies in a build fight if they start running away, because notice how he had a campfire and minis. He could have easily healed up most of the damage if I lost him for just 5 seconds. That's something that I actually do a ton against players who keeps building up but never chasing. I'll just jump down, drink some chews and heal up and reset the fight. Don't let people do that to you. Now, here's a really good clip of me versus someone who's pretty good at getting high ground. Ignore the jetpacks. I didn't want to use jetpack footage since it is limited time only, but I never used it once during this fight, so don't worry. The fight starts off with me rescuing a dinosaur from an evil time traveler. Turns out the dinosaur was evil and can also shoot people, so I had to shut it down. It starts building up, and so did I to stay above. Once I'm close enough, it's a good idea to block the enemy with a floor. Now, for some reason, if you're standing in the middle of your ramp, looking down at the enemy's ramp, the game will think you're trying to build a ceiling above you. So literally, in those few frames that it took from switching from my ceiling to the floor that blocks the dinosaur, it manages to pass through. Fix this, Epic Games. There's never been a point where I wanted to build above me while looking down, ever. So at this point, I basically boxed myself in against my own will. So I have to step back and build a ramp in another direction, which slowed me down a lot. So the dino gets to block me now. So in this situation, you want to put at least one wall down for insurance, because if the enemy boxes you in, then you're screwed. Then you build a ramp in another direction to try and get back up, and since the dino is right above us, we gotta jump out and build half a 1x1 immediately. Then here's a bit of an advanced technique. If you jump, then you can build the next level ramp while you're still at the bottom of your ramp, and then flick it to the side real fast for another ramp to the side. This gives the enemy less option and you more options. Then box the enemy in below your ramp so they can't do what you just did to them. Now at this point, see if you can edit your ramps to catch them. In this case, mine was about to be shot down, so I kept rebuilding it until he slowed down or stopped shooting it. Then I edit the stair to the left, so I could fall into the right side and get a sneak shot on them. And that's pretty much the goal of most high level build fights, to trap the enemy below you and get the first shot on them through edits or if they come out in the open. And also bonus if you get a tactical submachine gun with a lot of ammo. You can use it to break through an enemy box so fast they can't even respawn. That ramp was full health, but it might as well have been dead when faced with attack. Here's another good clip of me boxing someone in. It's very effective against most players. All the pros use it right now, and I still don't see 99% of players using it. So if you can master this technique before it catches on, you're gonna become a god among men in Fortnite. And now here's a special clip of a very rare scenario where I use double ramps and walls to engage the enemy. It's very rare that I do this because it's like using a forbidden jutsu that takes away your life force, which is materials in Fortnite. But it's very effective for engaging someone with very high ground who is bombarding you with bullets. You can go up to 3 or 4 floors while your enemy sprays down your stuff and you still be okay, but at that point, make sure to peek out to get some free shots on the enemy while they're uselessly trying to shoot down your walls. And look at that, he's still trying to take down my forbidden jutsu. I paid almost 200 mats for this thing. You're not taking it down that easily. And if you got lost 2 minutes in because you don't even know how to build a 1x1 in under 3 seconds, then trying to build like a pro is probably not what you need to work on right now. I have a beginner build guide if you're interested. Tell me if you guys think I should make more videos like this, since building is such a huge part of the game. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Bye!